Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Joint Hands Green Life Trees. And this day again we've once more visited Mama Felistus at her place, and we just want to check on her and know how the progress of what we are doing in this home. Pamela has just offloaded one of the items with which we have visited this home. I can see it, and so we also have a number of plants that we've just delivered here, and we'll be updating you about them. So we are yet to find out if Mama Felistus is around. Pamela is just carrying this as yet and trying to find out. Yeah, oh, Mama Felistus is once again here, and these people are just so happy to have met. Yeah, they are just so happy to have met. Yeah, so they are here smiling at each other, and they have, yes, tell us, Pam, what is it today?
Oh, today, it's long since we came here. It's about 2 or 3 days. We were here like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's quite a while now.
To me, it seems like
a whole month.
A whole month, yeah. Before seeing this lady here, you know, she's really transforming.
Yeah.
She's become a very young girl now.
Wonderful. I'm so glad.
Yeah, so today we've visited with yet another item.
Yeah.
This one is a dustbin,
Wonderful.
like compost bin, and there are two inside here.
Oh,
I wanted a bigger one like this, but I couldn't get it in the stores.
Yeah.
But I'm still looking for another one. If I get it like that, I think I'll be able to bring a bigger one.
Wonderful.
Than this. So this one is for putting kitchen waste.
Yeah.
Here. And the ones that can be burned will be put.
Wonderful. She'll explain that.
Unaweza choma, utaweka hapa. Alafu itabidi uweke karatasi kajiwala ndani, alafu ndio unaweka hizo vitu ndani, sawa? Alafu hii utakuwa unaweka zile vitu zenye zimetoka jikoni. Unaona? Kama zile vitu tuseme kuna kitchen waste, kuna maganda ya mayai, mifupa, vitu kama hizo utakuwa unaweka hapa ndani, sawa? So that ikijaa hii, hata kama ni maganda ya nini, maganda ya ndizi, vitu kama hizo, maganda ya viazi, utakuwa unaweka hapa ndani, sawa sawa. So ikijaa utaacha kwanza inaoza, alafu hii unaweza tupa pale, si kuna ile shimo hapa. So ikishaoza ndio utakuwa unaweka hizo vitu kwa shamba, sawa. Lakini hii utakuwa unaweka vitu kama makaratasi, vitu kama chupa.
Asante sana. Pamela was giving an elaborate explanation about how to use the items that we brought here, the beans. So there is this larger bean that she has explained what it is used for, and there is this plastic bean that also she explained how it works. And this is how it works. She'll be stepping on the pedal and it opens up. Yeah, that is what it is gonna be. Yeah. Wonderful. Wow. So this is such a nice one. Yeah, and just besides that, as Pamela delivers that, we've also we have got a couple of some plants to place here just to increase the beauty of this home. So we have got this is jellyfish cactus. So jellyfish cactus is usually a very beautiful one, and we were just doing some planting. So this jellyfish cactus, soon it will be flowering, and at the point of flowering you'll be able to see much more beauty in it. Usually the flower is in the shape of a starfish, and that's why we call it jellyfish cactus. Yeah, it's in form of a jellyfish, sorry. So we call it, is it jellyfish or
jellyfish cactus? Don't
jellyfish
confuse.
Cactus, yeah. So I'm going to have them planted, and this work had already started. So this work that started here, we planted it, we've planted these ones, and we are going to plant much more of them. But just before I explain to you the planting that is to take place, we have got this plant here. This plant is called lavender, and so we brought it next to the peat latrine. At the peat latrine, it will give much. It will look more beautiful. It will show much more beauty. And once more, and it has a nice scent. But once more, I want to clarify on the slight confusion that we were having concerning the starfish cactus. It is a starfish cactus and not jellyfish cactus. The starfish cactus usually is also just so beautiful to have it here, and as we will be planting it, we will have a few planted, but it will multiply and ultimately create some sort of a ground cover here. And so when it creates that ground cover, you won't be able to see the soil that we are seeing here. It will have been covered all through. And then I must also clarify that starfish cactus are scientifically or botanically, we call it Stapelia hirsuta. Stapelia hirsuta is the name of this plant here, and we'll just be having a couple of them planted around. And you can split, because this has grown to a point that it has started rooting. It is developing roots. So even if I split it and plant it just simply like that, it will start multiplying, and we'll have just so many of them. And not just that, I can split this one into 3 pieces, and once I split it, I get this one planted, and I'll be planting the other one just around the same area, and I can split it further. When I split, I get it planted there, and we will have just so much of it covering up this place here, and it will look just so wonderful. It will look just so beautiful, the starfish cactus. And we still have much more of them, and we would want to plant them all across. So as I plant this one, I will be splitting them and having them spread all across, because we needed a ground cover for this place. We tried to identify a more suitable one, but we realized this would be the most suitable for a ground cover, and it will just be multiplying, and they will produce just so many flowers. So I split that one, have it there, and I'll have this one as well here. The work continues. It is the same thing that I'll be doing for all these that you are seeing here. It is much of the same work that will be taking place all across, and this will be filling up all this entire area, just like that. And I've got this one that I'll also have planted here. Now next to it is lavender. This lavender, we placed it at the entrance of the peat latrine, and its scent is usually nice. So as you understand, the peat latrine area sometimes may have a very bad odor. So the essence of having the lavender plant around here is just to beat the bad odor, just in case it might be there, so that it brings some sort of freshness in that area. So I'm almost done with planting the starfish cactus. So here we go. And remember, it will not affect the growth of the other plants like the hibiscus that we planted here. It will not create any form of hindrance, and so the other plants will just keep growing as normally. So I'm done. Once this one spreads, it is what will be covering this entire zone. So that said and done, I want to show you the next work that is to take place here. Thank you, Pam. So looking back, we will have an entrance We will have an entrance just around here that takes you into the garden. So this entrance will be just around this area. So once we have the entrance, we will leave that space, but we will create some sort of the same wall that we created for our flower bed. A similar wall will be created here where I'm standing, and it will go all the way. Starting from just around this palm tree, it will move past this palm tree, and we will have it going all the way. The essence is just to add some more of beauty and keep this place more organized, and also to safeguard the flowers, to safeguard the duranta that we will have planted here. So it will come all the way, and we intend to do it in phases, given the resources that we have may not be adequate to do the entire work as we would have wished. So it will come and make a bend over here. This is work that will be taking place, kicking off perhaps from tomorrow morning, and in a few days we will be showing you how much we will have been able to do. However, there's just so much other work that has been taking place. So
there's some vegetables that Mama Felistus
having visited this place today, there are few developments here and there that we have to show you. So I saw Mama Felistus took an initiative of planting cowpeas. So she has cowpeas, as you can see, they are just germinating, and she'll be doing some kind of work here to see that they ultimately become vegetables that she can use, and not just vegetables, but she will also harvest the peas and be able to prepare them as a meal.
Mama Felistus, huku uliweka nini? Oh.
Yeah, and here she planted jute mallow to these other sections. The jute mallow is not yet visible because it hasn't rained here for quite a while, and she is dependent on rainfall. And again, it is few days since she planted all this. But however, in the next video when we'll be updating you, I believe they will have germinated and much more of work will have taken place here. And we'll also advise her to draw water using the watering can, and doing some watering on the crops. And I believe they'll be doing much better.
Yeah. And you know, it's better to put this one here because this one cannot be eaten by the chicken.
Yeah.
They don't so much destroy the cowpeas.
Ah, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, so as much as the chickens walk around, they may not destroy the cowpeas. So they do not feed on the cowpeas leaves.
Yeah.
So we believe she'll still have her cowpeas intact. But a lot more of work is ongoing. This structure here is taking shape. Today it looks nicer than what it was before. And even this compound looks cleaner than how it has been. And even the potatoes, I'm seeing them growing, and soon she could start harvesting some potatoes from here. Pam is trying to check around if there are any indications that any potatoes could have.
There must be one here. When you see a crack like this one, it shows that there's a potato inside.
Yeah, there's a possibility that there could be some potatoes, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so I
it
think...
means that these ones are just almost.
Yeah, they are almost.
Yeah.
So, wow. You're trying to check. If you want to know that potatoes are ready, usually when you open up the leaves, when you search around, you could see some cracks on the bed. When you see a large crack, it is an indication that a potato is already bulging in the ground, and you could dig up for it. So I believe soon she will be enjoying her potatoes. It has been a long wait to have these potatoes. One of our plants here was affected. This is called king's mantle. So this king's mantle is usually a beautiful flower, but now it was suffering neglect. I believe as I try to put it together, it will grow and become the kind of flower that we would love to see. So we'll be updating you also about this. I'm glad that we were able to identify it and also to give it some care. Otherwise, I'm glad that the duranta that we planted on either side of the pathway to the peat latrine, they are in healthy state, and they are doing just so well. Just before we wind up, I would also want to show you our vertical garden and how far it is, because this is an opportunity to show you. Yeah, so today the cowpeas, as you can see, they are already germinating. They've germinated, and very soon the leaves will be just so large. I love the spacing is just so good, so they'll be doing so well here. And I'm glad for the inventor of the idea of the vertical gardens. Looking around here, I can see that the spinach is also coming up, and it is just coming up so nicely. I think scratching around the soil would help to keep away the weeds, and they are looking just so nice. I'm seeing hope that we will be harvesting anytime soon. So I'm glad for this. Today there's greater hope than what we had before. This spinach and this spinach here. We have much more of spinach in the lower bed, and also we have got them.
So Mama Felistus have done some weeding.
Yeah, Mama Felistus has done some weeding, going by the indications that I'm seeing here. She has taken the initiative to see that her vertical garden is clean, and I'm happy for her.
She's loosening the soil.
And the fact that she has worked hard to loosen this soil, so it means the plants will be, the roots will be aerated, and they'll be light, and they'll find the soil light enough to enhance their growth. Wonderful. And we also have the onions today. The onions look like they are sprouting further, and so they are beginning to show the leaves. These onions thrive more on the leaves, and sometimes you can prepare the leaves as vegetable, or you can use the leaves as the onion itself. So it will be ideal for her for use in this from this vertical garden. And also one more thing about these onions. One more thing about the onions is that it has splits. These splits will just be so many, so she can always pick one and split, go use as she waits for another one to just grow up again. And we also have coriander. So coriander has germinated. The last time I was here, they had not germinated, and so I'm just glad that Mama Felistus will start using her domestic coriander just so soon. She won't have to purchase coriander from the market. She'll be using this to spice up her meals. And the jute mallow that we planted here, jute mallow is traditionally called mrenda. The jute mallow that we planted here has not yet germinated, but I understand usually jute mallow takes a little longer to start germinating. So I believe in the next few days they will have germinated, and we'll be able to see and also to start harvesting for cooking. And finally, we have got the amaranth. The amaranth has germinated just so crazily. We have a lot of it here. And when it starts sprouting, when it starts forming shape, we will start by uprooting the excess. And that excess that we'll be uprooting, we'll be using it as vegetable, so that we allow the few that will remain to grow into something much bigger. And when they grow into that larger shape, we can also, into larger sizes, they can also give us more seeds. And those seeds are usually used also as food. The seeds are very nutritious and ideal as food, rich in vitamins, in minerals, and also very rich in fats. So that is it from the vertical gardens. What are we leaving out, Pam? Yeah, perhaps you may have something to tell us.
To me, I think you've exhausted everything.
Yeah.
You've highlighted about everything that we are supposed to talk about today.
Right.
And not much to say for now, I think. Mama Felistus, come. Come and tell us something.
Yeah.
Tuambie kwa kitu. Yeah.
Yeah, unaweza tuambia nini?
Asante. Nafurahia. Hata vile nilikuwa nafanyia usafi.
Yeah.
Alafu niliona alikuwa mpanda kitunguu.
Yeah. So she's saying she's happy for the vertical garden, and she was already weeding, and she's glad that she's beginning to see signs that she'll be making good harvests from these vertical gardens. Wonderful. Yeah. So Yeah, so Mama Felistus is suggesting that she wants to also take us somewhere behind and show us what she's been able to undertake at the rear end of the home. So there we go. At the rear side of the home, I'm just loving the level of tidiness that I'm witnessing here. It is tidy. Pam, isn't it tidy?
It is.
Yeah, so
There's some
tidy.
kind of improvement.
Yeah, a lot of improvement.
Oh, sweeping here and there, but at least it has improved.
Yeah, there's much more improvement. The kitchen looks nice. It was painted.
Mama Felistus. Hizi ndio ulipanda?
Oh, so she also decided to do some onions for herself, even though there is.
Oh, she has done some cowpeas.
Oh, she has done much more cowpeas to this rare end that has not yet germinated. Yeah, and it is just so near to the clothesline. I think I'm beginning to think of how best we can advise on how to go about planting this, because we need to have the home organized at the same time, so we would avoid to have things planted anywhere, anyhow. But I'm just so happy. The home is really done. It is complete. It is nice. The clothesline is in place, and as you can see, clothes are hanging. All are pegged nicely, and the chicken are roaming the compound. They are free ranging. Everything looks much more organized. I'm so glad for this. So that is all from us for today from Mama Felistus' place. There's much more work that we have to try and rush to do at Asar Johansson, if time may allow. From every indication, the rains are coming, and so yeah, from every indication, the rains are coming. So we have to move. We have to go. Yeah, so that is all. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Joint Hands Green Life Trees.
Yes.
Yeah, and keep supporting us in our initiatives. We are just so proud of you. Yeah, to keep spreading love. Yeah, and we are proud of you. YouTube, you are part of our family, our larger family.
Yeah.
God bless everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Wonderful.